Mike, and I'm back for part 2 and for song 2 of the AS4 Another Shot album. This song is titled Time and Time Again Part 2. Time and Time Again Part 1 was released way back in 2012 under an other band's name called All We Are, If You're Not First, You're Last, Time and Time Again. Also on all streaming platforms in case you want to go back to that. So the lyrics in this one are basically about encountering grown-up situations as a grown-up and reacting to them differently than I would when I was younger. So dealing with other people's friends, dealing with uncomfortable situations, etc. And if you follow along with the lyrics while you're listening to the song, you kind of see and understand where it's going with that. So basically, let's start with the chorus. Chorus is probably the coolest part, biggest throwback, and the reason why I named it Part 2 is because it takes 3 different album track titles from that old 2012 album, and it makes a chorus out of those title tracks. So I will play that right here. Okay, so let's go over that quickly here. So the first part, and I will isolate just the choruses here. Time and time again. So that is Time and Time Again, which is one of the songs. Time with you again. We think we're doing just fine, by the way. We Think We're Doing Just Fine is another one. If you're not first, you just fly by the wayside. And lastly, If You're Not First, You're Last is not only the album title, but is also a song in the album. So there's 3 different song titles used and combined into making this chorus. On top of this chorus, I added some classic na-nas, because why would you not want that in pop punk? Time and time again. You can hear them in the background. And they're panned left and right. So if you're listening on headphones, you'll hear one over here and one over here. If you're not first, you just fly by the wayside. So that's pretty cool, and one of the fun things I did with the song, and it's one of the main reasons why I named it Part 2, kind of a throwback to that earlier album. And I mean, really just, you miss those days, and when you reflect on those days, it's something you think about. And this song makes me feel good because it makes me think back to those days when we were playing music with my friends and we made songs. So let's go a little more deep into this track. The first part is just kind of heavy, and it's definitely a faster track. I definitely noticed that comparably, and I like the pace of this song. There's that fast drum beat. Then you have the high guitar going over our top. And then in the verse, I added these light distortion to guitars, which really filled it in. When consequences come full cycle, and I really want to rage, but I have to act my age. Why can't we get... And then here, I believe it might be this part or this part. Yeah, so there it is, some harmonics there. And then come together in the chorus, which we already heard. And then lastly, you have the bridge out here. And you have a really cool drum beat going on. With a cool little bass beat on top. And this kind of reminded me of an old school Blink-182 vibe. And yeah, the last thing I would say is this little cool part right in the harmonies as it goes back into the last chorus at the end of the bridge. So you'll notice that you'll hear the main harmonies kind of down the middle and then me on the ends. So right here. The mirror, I know exactly what I mean. No. Yeah, so that's a little fun part. I had to throw that in there because you can't really hear it in the mix extremely well, but it's there, and if you know it's there, then you can hear it. But yeah, that's song number 2. If you want me to go more in depth in the song, kind of going through the DAW system track by track, the plugin chain, etc., what I use to record, etc., let me know. And that's all I got today. See you guys. Bye.